Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today, in this first video lecture of week 14 for the course Applied Linear Algebra, we are going to learn about linear combination of vectors. For linear combination of vectors, suppose we have a vector v. This vector v is called a linear combination of other vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr. If this v vector can be expressed as v is equal to kv1, k1v1 plus k2v2 plus k3v3 plus and so on plus kr into vr, where ki are scalar such that I greater or equal to 1 and less or equal to r. Now, if vector v is called a linear combination of given vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr, then vector v expressed as a linear combination of v1, v2, v3, comma v4 and so on, comma vr, then v is equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2 plus k3 v3 plus and so on plus kr vr. This is now equation number 1. If the system of equation number 1 is consistent, it means if the system of this equation has a solution, then vector v as a linear combination. But if the system is inconsistent, if the system has no solution, then vector v will not a linear combination of vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr. So if the system of this equation has at least one solution, then system will be called consistent, and at that case this vector v will be the linear combination of vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr. And if the system of this equation has no solution, then v does not express as a linear combination of other vectors v1, v2, comma v3, comma v4 and so on up to vr. So this vector v will be the linear combination of the other given vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr if this v vector can be expressed as in this form k1 v1 plus k2 v2 plus k3 v3 plus and so on plus kr vr. Then we can construct a linear system for the scalars k1, k2, k3 up to kr. If the system has at least one solution, then this vector v will be the linear combination of the given other vectors v1, v2, v3 up to vr. And you see over here in the next coming slide how we can construct a linear system of the scalars k1, k2, k3 up to kr. Now you see over here, suppose for example we have a polynomial p minus 8 minus 8x minus 15x square as a linear combination of another polynomial p1, p2 and p3. So we have given three polynomials. P1 is equal to 2 plus 9x plus 5x square, p2 is equal to 10 minus 5x plus 4x square, and p3 is equal to 7 plus 6x plus 2x square. So these are three given polynomials, and we are going to check whether this p as a linear combination of this given polynomial p1, p2 and p3. And in this question, in this problem, it is given that the p vector is the linear combination of p1, p2, p3, and we need only to express this p polynomial as a linear combination of p1, p2 and p3. Now let we by definition this p vector will be a linear combination of p1, p2, p3 if there exists the scalar k1, k2, k3 such that p is equal to k1 into p1 plus k2 p2 plus k3 p3. Now this is the value of polynomial p, and k1 into the value of p1 plus k2 into polynomial p2 plus k3 into polynomial p3. This is the polynomial p3. Now 2k1 plus 10k2 plus 7k3, multiplying k1 to this polynomial, k2 to this polynomial, and k3 to this polynomial, and then comparing the constant, comparing the coefficient of x, and comparing the coefficient of x square. You see over here 2k1, 10k2 plus 7k3 is are constant. So 2k1 plus 10k2 plus 7k3 will be equal to minus 8. Similarly, the coefficient of x, 9k1 minus 5k2 plus 6k3 is equal to minus 8, and the coefficients of x square, 5k1 plus 4k2 plus 2k3 is equal to minus 15. So by comparison, after multiplication, you see over here k1 multiplied with p1, k1 multiplied, you see over here k1 multiplied with p1, k2 multiplied with p2, and k3 multiplied with p3, and then combine the coefficient of constant, the coefficient of x, and the coefficient of x square. So by comparison, we get 2x1 plus 10x2 plus 7x3 is equal to minus 8, 9x1 minus 5k2 plus 6k3 is equal to minus 8, and by comparing the coefficient of x square, 5x1 plus 4x2 plus 2k3 is equal to minus 15. Now this is the system of linear equation in which k1, k2, and k3 are unknown. So solve this system of linear equation. We have already discussed different methods for the solution of system of linear equation, like Cramer rule, Gauss-Jordan method, Gaussian method, inversion method. So and another method to convert the augmented matrix into reduced echelon form, or simple, we can convert the augmented matrix into echelon form, and then we can easily find the unknown k1, k2, and k3. So suppose we want to convert the augmented matrix into echelon form. To convert the augmented matrix echelon form, this method actually the Gaussian elimination method. So using the Gaussian elimination method, take the augmented matrix 2, 10, 7 is equal to minus 8, 9 minus 5, 6 is equal to minus 8, 5, 4, 2 is equal to minus 15. Now to convert this matrix to the echelon form mean convert this matrix into the upper triangular matrix. By mean of upper triangular matrix, the entries below the diagonals will be 0. 9 will be 0, 5 will be 0, and 4 will be 0. So by using the row operations, multiplying the first row by 1 over 2, we obtain 1, 5, 7 by 2 minus 4, and these two row as it is. Now multiplying the first row with 9 and subtract from R2, and multiply the first row with 5 and subtract from R3. This number will be 0 and this number will be 0, and other entries will be 1, 5, 7 by 2 minus 4, 0 minus 15 minus 51 divided by 2, 28, 0 minus 21 minus 31 divided by 2, 5. So after performing these operations, we obtain the new augmented matrix you see over here. Now for the echelon form, now this number will be 0. Now for performing another operations, multiplying the second row by minus 1 over 50, we obtain 1, 5, 2 over 3 2 over 3 minus 4. You see over here, and this is in this second row we obtain 0 minus 50 minus 51 divided by 2, 28. So multiplying this second row by minus 1 over 50, we obtain 1, 5, 7 by 2. 7 by 2 is in the first row, and now the second row will be 0, 1, 51 divided by 100, and in this position we obtain minus 14 divided by 25. And now The third row 0 minus 21 minus 31 by 2 and 5. So you see over here, after multiplying the second row by minus 1 over 50, we obtain this position. And now another operations, multiplying the second row with the 21 and adding with the R3, we obtain 157 by 2 minus 4, 0, 1, 51 by 100 minus 14 by 25. And now in the third row 0, 0 minus 479 divided by 100, and at this position we obtain minus 169 divided by 25. So after performing the row operations, we obtain now this is the echelon form. And now after echelon form, we obtain the solution of system. You see over here, for the third row, suppose multiplying the third row by minus 100 divided by 479, we obtain 0, 0, 1 and 676 divided by 479. Now this is the actual form of echelon. So again, to write in this matrix in the equation form, you see over here k1 plus 5 k2 plus 7 by 2 k3 is equal to minus 4, and k2 plus 51 divided by 100 k3 is equal to minus 14 by 25, and this is actually the coefficient of k3. So k3 is equal to 676 divided by 479. Now by using the back substitutions, we put the value of k3 to obtain the value of k2. K2 is equal to minus 613 divided by 479. And now putting the value of k2 and k3 in the first equation, we obtain k1 is equal to minus 7347 divided by 479. So dear students, these are the values of the scalar k1, k2 and k3. So for the verification, if we put the value of k1, the value of k2 and the value of k3, and after simplifications, we will definitely obtain minus 8 minus 8x minus 15x square. Then the polynomial p will be the combination of p1, p2 and p3. But in this question, it is already given that the p is the linear combination of p1, p2 and p3, and we need only to express this polynomial as a combination of p1, p2 and p3. So we can also prove that by putting the value of k1, k2 and k3 and in this equation, and after simplification at the end, we will definitely obtain minus 8 minus 8x minus 15x square. So this p is a linear combination of p1, p2 and p3. This given polynomial is a linear combination of other three polynomials p1, p2 and p3. Now another example, suppose you see over here, this is another example. Suppose this is a vector v 7, 12, 7 as a linear combination of other three vectors v1. v1 is equal to 3, 2, 5, v2 is equal to 2 minus 2, 7, and v3 is equal to 4, 7, 7. So we are going to prove that this v is a linear combination of other three vectors v1, v2 and v3. Simple, in the question it is given that express this vector v as a linear combination of v1, v2 and v3. So for the linear combination, so this v will be a linear combination of v1, v2 and v3. If v is equal to k1, k2, k1 v1 plus k2 v2 plus k3 v3. So for the linear combinations, there will be exist the scalars k1, k2 and k3 such that v is equal to k1 v1 plus k2 v2 plus k3 v3. Now we are going to find these unknown scalar k1, k2 and k3, and after finding the value of k1, k2, k3, we will put the value of k1, k2, k3 in this equations, and the right hand side will be definitely equal to 7, 12 and 7. Then this vector v will be the linear combination of other three vectors v1, v2 and v3. Now this is k1 and this is v1, k2 v2, k3 v3. Now after multiplications and taking the first component, second component and third component, the first component 3k1 plus 2k2 plus 4k3, the second component 2k1 minus 2k2 plus 7k3, the third component after adding 5k1 plus 7k2 plus 7k3. And now comparing the components, likewise the first component 3k1 plus 2k2 plus 4k3 is equal to 7, 2k1 minus 2k2 plus 7k3 is equal to 12, and 5k1 plus 7k2 plus 7k3 is equal to 7. Now we are going to find the values of these unknown k1, k2 and k3. This is again a system of linear equations, and we can solve this system of linear equation by any methods which we have already discussed, like the Cramer rule, Gaussian method, Gauss-Jordan method and inversion method. Now suppose we are going to solve this system of equation by Gaussian method. For the Gaussian method, take the augmented matrix you see over here. This is the augmented matrix. In the augmented matrix we obtain 3 2 4, 3 2 4 7, 2 minus 2 7 12, 5 7 7 7. So to convert this matrix into echelon form, this is actually the Gaussian elimination method. Multiplying the third row by 1 over 3, we obtain 1, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3, and these two, second row and third row is it is. Now multiplying the first row with 2 and subtract from R2, multiplying the first row with 5 and subtract from R3, we obtain, you see over here, 1, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3, 0, minus 10 by 3, 13 by 3, 22 by 3, 0, 11 by 3, 1 over 3, minus 14 by 3. Now this number will be 0 in echelon form, and this number will be 1. In the diagonal form, in the diagonal entries, there will be 1 1 1, and below the diagonal all entries will be 0. This will be the echelon form. Now multiplying the second row by minus 3 by 10, we obtain 1, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3, 0, 1, minus 13 by 10, minus 11 by 5. And now multiplying this second row with the 11 by 3 and subtract from R3, you see over here we obtain 1 minus 1 to 11, 0 1 minus 1 over 3 minus 6. So now multiplied this second row by by 11 by 3 and subtract from R3, we obtain, you see over here, 1, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 7 by 3, 0, 1, minus 13 by 10, minus 11 by 5, and 0, 0, 153 divided by 30, minus 51 by 15. Now this is the echelon form. And now from this echelon form, we obtain the value of K3 minus 2 by 3, and putting the value of K3 in this equation, we obtain the value of K2 is equal to minus 46 divided by 15, and similarly the value of K1 is 273 divided by 45. So putting all these values value of K1, K2 and K3 in this equation, you see over here, in this equation, if you put values of K1, K2 and K3, and this equation, we will definitely obtain 7, 12 and 7, and then we can say that V is the linear combination of the vectors V1, V2 and V3. So dear students, note that at the end I would like to tell you this is actually the echelon form after performing this last operation. To multiply the second row by 11 by 3 and subtract from R3, we obtain, now this is the echelon form. And now write this matrix in the equation form, and by back substitutions we will obtain the value of x3 is minus 2 by 3. Now putting the value of K3 minus 2 by 3 in this equation, we will obtain the value of K2 minus 46 by 15, and putting the value of K2 and K3 in this first equation, we will obtain the value of K1 237 divided by 45. So this is the procedure to write a given vector as linear combinations of other given vectors. And inshallah, in the next video lecture, we will discuss some problem for practice related to the linear combination of vectors. And this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.